Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is you're located, and welcome to dcbornrob Erasing Borders. I'm still trying to get things together. I had to rush around last minute to do some things, but I am on. I'm going to go over a few stories, quick stories, just to update and wait for a few people to join in. And again, this evening, as you've seen on the thumbnail, I do have a special guest that I'm going to bring on in a second. Okay, I am still trying to get things together. So a couple of quick stories. If you're in Medellin, you know already there's no lockdown this weekend. There's nothing. There is no curfew. There is no dry law. There is no pico y cedula. You're free to go. It's party time. Now, what I don't know is if the restaurants are still shutting down at midnight now, since it's a weekend. Somebody maybe can log on who's there and let me know. I'm trying to find out who is there too. Who's in Medellin, who's in Bogota, who's in Cali, Cartagena. But just a couple quick stories. You know, number one, that everything is open in Medellin for this weekend. For anybody going down to Envigado, which is right down the road from Medellin and Poblado, it is a separate municipality. But roadway of 43A in Envigado will be closed due to Metro Plus work. So and it starts next Tuesday. So avoid 43rd. 43rd is also called Avenue Poblado. So if you're in Poblado, right on the main corner, you know, next to the Parque Poblado, that's 43rd and 10th. And 43rd, again, another name for Poblado Avenue. That's where they walk every Sunday. So it goes all the way down through Envigado, long street. But that's going to be closed, I think, between 21st South and 25th South. So also, Ajima, welcome, sir. Welcome. Let's see. The decrease of ICU beds in Medellin is greater than 10%. So the ICU beds are dropping right now. They were, it says 2 weeks after having ICU bed occupancy indicators higher than 97% in Medellin, intensive care units breathe better. Today it's at 84%. So it looks like it's going down. So I know a bunch of you guys are going down in next week, the following week. First, I think I've heard first, second, third, last week of March. So March seems like to be a good weekend. Let me know if you're going. Let me know when you're going to, and then watch some of the comments. So like now, if you're going, let me know, so then I can just let other people know that you're going down too. And you guys, maybe you can meet up at Sweet Georgia Cafe. Or wherever else, Parque Lleras or whatever, you're going to be walking right by each other, not even knowing that you're still one of my viewers. So let each other know. Let me know where you're going to be, and I'll put it out there that you're down there. You never know when you need some help, or you need somebody to show you something, or somebody who's been there before that you can just hook up, that you just get along with. You never know if you don't let people know you're there. Okay, Jose, welcome. Do we still need a PCR test to enter Colombia? Yes, you do. You still need a PCR test, but the caveat is if you don't have it, if you don't have it, they'll let you in the country, and then you take the test when you get there and you quarantine until the negative results come out. Or you stay quarantined for 2 weeks. That's what the order says. So yes, you do need a PCR test. Arturo, what's up, buddy? Cali here. Oh, here I come. Okay, that's right. You're going to Cali. Now, okay, so I have a special guest for those who are going down to meet a special someone, or possibly to meet a special someone and bring her back. That's what my guest is going to discuss. Immigration, K-1 visa, if you want to bring somebody back to the States. So stay tuned. Okay. One last story. This one is, I wish I could show you the pictures. I'm not able to share my screen on this, but this bunch is the wild bunch. It says they captured 16 thieves who had beaten the center of Medellin. They've beaten the center of it. Again, when you translate it, it's never 100% literal. But the story says the police captured 16 criminals accused of committing thefts in the center of Medellin. El Centro. El Centro's off the chain. I mean, you just don't want to wander around there at night. Anywhere around Parque Botero and just around this circle, it's just, I mean, you could make the wrong turn and not know where you are, you know, like riding through the city and you get off at the wrong exit and you go, oh snap, what am I doing here? Only you're walking, so you're going a whole lot slower. But it says after monitoring by security cameras, they were identified by the police as responsible for multiple thefts in the center of Medellin. One thing I didn't do is ask you guys, can you hear me? Somebody give me a thumbs up if you can hear me well. I did not do like a sound check. And I have everything set up, but I want to make sure that all is well. Ralph, what's up? See it with me. Hello, Medellin. Okay, so we do have somebody in Medellin. And if you missed it in the beginning, everybody who's there, let me know. Okay, we good, Melvin? Appreciate it. Arturo, excellent. Okay. Santos, excellent, excellent. Okay, Gopal, yes. Okay, we good. Okay, excellent. Ruby, thank you, thank you, thank you. Kev, okay. Welcome, everybody. Everybody join in. Like I was saying, I'm just going over a couple of quick stories, and you guys can ask some questions of me and ask questions of each other, because what I'm trying to do is build a community. So when you do go down, you know, it takes time, especially if it's your first time and you haven't been down, and you know you gearing up to going. So like those who are leaving next week, week after, you're getting that excitement right now, and it's getting ready to happen. So you may want to hook up with somebody who's already been there, who can tell you what parts of town to go to, what hotel is good, what Airbnb area is good, and I'll chime in as best I can from my experience. Okay, excellent, 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 excellent. Kev Mo, what's up right now? Excellent. Here for class, Professor. I got you. Much appreciated. Hey, thanks for all the nice comments. Man, I get some good comments from you guys. You know, I get 99% nice, and then I get that one that's, man, you stupid. You know, it's just part of it, I guess. I just deal with it. But okay, this is what it says. This is what I wish, and you need to come on here and see these pictures of these people too, because it's like a crackpot crew. It says, through tickling, threatening people with blunt weapons, with bladed weapons, with blank weapons, exchange deception, where they steal items such as cell phone suitcases, and after they withdraw money from ATMs, they change their clothes to deceive the community. So, and they caught this crew. You have to see the picture of this crew, and it's girls and guys. So anybody walk up to you, start tickling you, anybody touch you, don't let nobody touch you. Don't let nobody bump into you when you bump. I mean, first of all, have your wallet. Like the wallet that I got the other day that Ralph won, I'm going to get it to you, buddy. But this is what I was showing the other day because it had a hook on it. And so all I did was put this hook on my pants, and then it just goes right inside the pants, and it's thin. Look how thin that is. So you can get your money in here, but I'd say, again, always put a little bit of cash in both pockets too. Put my hard dollars in that little wallet because you're not going to go into it too often. And if so, you can go into a bathroom somewhere, you know, use the restroom, take it out, then you come back and you straight. But have some money, some decent money in your right pocket, and your left pocket have a little bit of money, not always go in that small bill pocket and let people, you know, just think all your money is in that one location. So that's up to you. You know, what am I looking at? Noticias.canal1.com.co. You got to take a look at this crew. They rough. I walked around there one time looking for the Comuna of Lithografica, trying to get some business cards made. And I turned the wrong corner. Dude, it was rough. It was rough. It can get sketchy right away. But yeah, you got to see this article. Okay, so just a couple of reminders too. If you need a driver, check out my guy Andres. You know, there's very few people that I will give a reference to. Just like, don't you have a family member that's looking for a job, and you know it's your job? They got an open position, but you don't tell them because you just, well, you know, I know that's my uncle, but you know, I can't do that. Well, this is one person that I recommend. I spent a lot of time with him on some tours when I was there, and by all means, do the tours. Do the tours. Don't just walk around the city. I mean, go lake rafting or paraglide, man. Paragliding is one of the best physical sports that I've done, and I've jumped out of a plane before. Paragliding was more fun than jumping out of a plane. So just sailing around, you just floating around over Medellin for like what, 40 minutes, 45 minutes. It does get chilly up there too, you know how you go. But remember to check out my man Andres. His information will always be in the description. I'll make sure it's in here. It's not here now. I'll make sure that it's down there earlier. He's prompt, reliable, and he's bilingual. So if you don't speak any Spanish, you know the struggle is real. You know there's going to be a struggle. So get your Spanish down. Get your Spanish down. Also, Sweet Georgia Cafe. I told you about Sweet Georgia Cafe. Now, I'm going to tell you how good Sweet Georgia Cafe is, and Rob at Sweet Georgia Cafe. And when you go, tell them DC Rob sent you, or dcbornrob sent you. Sweet Georgia Cafe is now conducting PCR tests. That's right. On top of all the parties and events and everything else, he's actually worked it with a local lab around the corner where they're going to do it in the blue room in the back. That's where you see, if you saw my video before, where they're doing where we had the live music, we had the 4th of July celebration, game night and all that. They're going, so you'll have a little bit of privacy back there, but he is doing the PCR test for when you head back to the States. So, and I don't see why you can, and it says 24-hour turnaround too. So if you get there, this is how it's supposed to work. If you get there and you don't have your test, now you know you can go take a test there, eat some good food, and go rest around the corner, get a hotel somewhere nearby. But you know you're supposed to quarantine until you get the negative test results. So hope they're negative. And it's 280 mil. That equates, I did it early, I don't have it with me, it's like $78, something like that. So now you got a place for sure. And I'm telling you to go there anyway, because if you don't go, you're not in the know. That's the place for resources. You want to meet some guys who know what's going on. If you are looking to get your cedula, if you're looking to get insurance, all that stuff, reach out to my man, Ed. Ed, look at my old videos with Ed, a wealth of information, man, when it comes to getting your visas and whether you need a student visa or whatever. There's guys down there that can answer the question. So anybody want to throw anything at me before I bring on my guest? When I yelled her name, I put it on mute. My bad, my bad, my bad. Stay with me. Stay with me, stay with me. Okay, so what I was saying is, this is my lady, this is Irene. She is an attorney. She is a criminal attorney. She is a family attorney and immigration. But I asked her to step on here for the immigration, so no criminals. Don't tell us your crime. Don't tell us your crimes. Well, I mean, that's on you. But okay, yeah, man, sorry about that. I clicked when I called her, that's when the sound went out because I hit mute and didn't take it back off. Okay, now we can hear you. He's back. Yeah, you messing up, bro. Okay, yeah, you know, I slip every once in a while. Okay, so here's the deal. What I was saying is, one of our favorite TV shows is 90 Day Fiancé, and it comes on every Sunday on TLC for 2 hours, and it is basically about people who meet other people outside of the United States and then come back. This wasn't scrolling too. And then come back. They bring that person back to the United States. It doesn't matter, male or female, and they have 90 days to get married. So, and I know a few of you guys are going down to be with wives and soon to be wives. And I hope I caught you in time to tell you to tune in this evening so you can ask some basic questions. So hit me up with, so we'll hit her up with some questions as far as immigration. Just take a look at the channel and she'll answer as best we can. And I'll jump through some of the comments right now. Okay. Okay, stay out of Parque Lleras. Okay, we got that. Yeah, Parque Lleras, everybody knows Parque. She's been there when I lived there. She visited me, so you can go back and see those videos. What'd you think of Medellin?
I liked it quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful weather. Like you said, man. Weather's very nice.
The weather's number one for me. And the fact that there's no bugs or few bugs, you can't be, I mean, being able to leave your windows open every day, 24 hours a day, you know, and if you got a balcony, nobody can climb in.
And I like the food. I love Colombian food.
Yeah, so she likes the food.
I
didn't care for the food except for a few locations, you know, Sweet Georgia Cafe or whatever it was. Tony, my man, what's up, man? Whatever did you do? Don't bring her to the States. Or whatever you do, don't bring her here. Why is that? No women allowed. Say it with me. Say it with me. We need more ladies. What does that mean? Okay, so ask any questions. Anybody who's going down, let me know. Or if you just want to ask some basic questions in Medellin. Like I said in the beginning, if you weren't here in the beginning, J Love, what's up, man? I'm Colombian and honestly rather have a serious relationship with a good American woman. Are you still here in the States? Are you back in Bejo, right? I think you were going back to Bejo. Let me know. And bear with me too, because this is, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes delayed. And when I see the actual, I'm seeing something different from what you see. It scrolls a whole lot slower up here too. Do you think the 5% insurance taxes is permanent? I'm not even familiar with that. 5% insurance taxes permanent for, okay, for what? There? For travel insurance? For, well, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Okay, hang on. I see it moving, but it takes a second before I get the messages. But anybody who's there, like I said in the beginning, if you are in Medellin, let the other guys know too. Let me know, and I'll broadcast it here because somebody's going to be down the street. You're literally going to be walking past each other and not knowing you're there. Meet each other here, okay, for the retirement visa. That I'm not sure. I wish I'd have caught Ed ahead of time to jump on. Some people from the cafe that know more about it, that live there, that went through the visa struggle. Well, not even struggle. They pay a company to do it for them. Okay, Jay, you still in Corpus, right? He's right down the road. Tony, your wife want to be Colombian anymore? They flourish in their own country. You live in her country. Okay, so you go there. Personally, I would say, hey, move to Colombia because most people who go to Colombia and stay don't like the United States. We just fed up. We're done with the matrix. We're done with all, you see what's going on here.
Yeah, but with you guys picking young women, those women want to come to the U.S.
Yeah, so but that's on them. That's on them to want to leave them here.
Bring them over here or you live there.
Well, I'm like Tony said, don't bring them here because your money is stronger there. You know, like your dad said, you know, over in the Philippines, hey, I'd rather be a big fish in a small pond. Your dollar is stronger over there too. Yeah, why do that? I have a Colombian wife. Everything is good now. Okay, good now, or what happened before? Okay, Tony, your wife is Colombian. Arturo says, "Whoop, it's scrolling too fast. When will the embassy open for interviews? We did the I-130 visa. All is left in the interview. You know,
I do not know.
All is left but the interview. So is it?
So different? I assume that they did the I-130 and the visa was approved. So now it's in the NVC. It's an NVC process. So once all the paperwork has been done, it's been paid, and they schedule interviews. But because of COVID, things have been prolonged.
So is that what it is? They're not scheduling it down there yet? And I'm having a scroll back
I'm
up.
not quite sure as far as Colombia. I mean, there's been some delays in everywhere.
I don't think the U.S. Embassy is still open in Bogota now. I don't think it's open. You let me know if it's open to actually go in. And I assume they have to call you in for an interview. Seems like they would do it like this via Zoom or something like that now. But I mean, efficient is not what the government is. And in another country too.
And I don't think they're in such a rush, or the U.S. government's in a rush to bring people in anyway at this time. Mm-hmm. Well, with the Trump situation, everything was slow.
Yeah, but now I think a lot of people are expecting the floodgates to be open and just everybody just come on in. But it's
that's not going to happen. Yeah. Not that way. There's going to be a backlog, and especially with the COVID and the slowdown with Trump, it's going to take a while.
It takes time. One thing I've seen with the 3 areas that she specializes in: criminals, quick, come on in. Plead this, plead that. I'm guilty, not guilty of that, and boom, you out this, pay the money, and then you out that same night. Family is just straight nuts. Who's got kids and don't get to see the kids on Saturday, and it's the 5th weekend, who knows, all that stuff. It's just straight crazy. But then immigration, it just takes a long time. It just takes, and that's just me watching in.
And actually, one of the quickest way to bring somebody here in the U.S., although I've seen comments, don't bring them here in the U.S., keep them in Colombia. But anyway, one of the quickest way is through fiancée visa, because you can actually get married there.
Mm-hmm. And I know somebody, tell me if you're on here that because I forget the name, I chatted with you or commented. We went back and forth the last couple of days. You're going to get married. If you're on here, let me know who you are. Okay. Okay. El Centro is safe in the morning, noon. Always good information. Appreciate it, Michael. I mean, El Centro is, I mean, I always went by myself and never had a problem. But I didn't go. I went down there one night, but I was meeting the fellas at like a jazz spot. They had an event.
Okay,
Where? Okay.
On K1 visa and she comes to USA and she has kids. How long does it take for her kids to come and can come with her during the 9 days?
That's a good question.
Yes, you can. When you petition for your fiancé, that's a K1. You can also do the children or child, which is K2. So then they come at the same time. I have seen quite a bit of people who usually leave the children back home.
How come the ones on 90-day fiancé don't bring the kids?
Well, their excuse or what they say is that they want to really get to know the other person first. Because just because you bring the person here doesn't necessarily mean you're going to marry the person. You have 90 days. Imagine if you bring a child here too, with the wife or with the fiancé. I'm sorry. Then it's just more difficulties.
Mm-hmm. Any way you look at it, it's a struggle. 90 days is not enough time to live with somebody and get to know them. We're just saying. Okay, hey, new to your channel, but I'm enjoying the information. Much appreciated, Jason. Thanks for watching. Rose, Rob, you should be president. You make travel look so easy, and your COVID measures make much more sense for normal people like us.
Scroll back.
Oh, wait. How did I get this? Is this the same one? This is jumping ahead. Okay. Well, I was here. Okay, I was there. Okay. And then Jay says, okay, new to this channel. Want to go to Medellin in March? Okay. Rose, by the way, have you been there before? And your girlfriend is already there, but you're scared of getting stuck down there. Yeah, I feel your pain. Because, you know, and I'm waiting for one of you guys to tell me, and please tell me as soon as you know, because we're going to work this thing out together. If you find out you get a positive COVID test while you're getting ready to come back, let me know how this works out. Now, it is possible, I know, because somebody gave me a call and let me know that they're selling the negative test results on the black market. Yeah, because think about it. They can't come to the house. Wait a minute, though. Rose is the one that he's got like 12 different ways to find his way back. I can go to Tijuana and climb over the fence. He had like a bunch of different ways. How about this option? So Rose got it figured out. He's going to get back.
And actually, that's my concern about getting stuck. Is the reason why my passport actually expired. I haven't renewed it. Rob's been asking me to renew it. I'm not in a rush.
Because we could jump and go to Mexico City or something like right quick. But people are legally, I mean, on paper and through the government, the land borders are closed between Mexico and the United States. But I know people who comment on this channel that say, I go back and forth between Tijuana all the time. And that's the most logical interest to go back and forth, too.
I mean, I have clients who do that.
Because people work. Yes, they work on both sides. Okay, let me try to catch up. If you have a cable, did we read that in community? Okay, yeah. Okay. Say, okay, yeah. If you test positive, man, let me know. Let me know. You'll be better off. J Love says you'll be better off keeping your Colombian wife in Colombia. I mean, if you move there, yeah, but you can't live here.
But I think you have to make sure that the wife or fiance or girlfriend knows that your intention is for her to stay there.
Yeah,
because that can make a difference. I mean, how about this? I'm quite sure that'll make a difference.
Just like going to the Philippines, say, yeah, I mean, why would she fight having, especially if you come down as like a high roller because our dollar is stronger. So if you come with some money, why come back here? Because you're going to struggle more here. Even if you're making good money here, you bring her back. She's going to want things. And we watched this show. Let me tell you something. They come here and what's that girl's name that
but the
spent all old boys' money?
Come to the U.S. You want to date, or men and women, I assume, want to date an older American because they want to come to the U.S.
Not necessarily.
That's a lot of people. Okay, a lot of Filipinos are known to come here.
But a lot of Americans go to Colombia and they get married and stay there. Yeah, and just happy. It's the like city of eternal spring. Why come here? Look what we stressed over here.
I am assuming it depends on the age of the person or the woman Or men too. It's not just
Well,
it's not just a woman thing. There's a lot of older women that are dating younger men now. So
yeah.
it's really, what is it? What's the?
Ralph says, sounds like my girl. She wants to come back to the U.S. and I want to leave.
Exactly. I mean, it's just.
Okay, Roy Mail Watson. We're here in Atlanta. No problem. Okay. Mike C, keep them in their natural habitat so they don't become Americanized and where the odds are in your favor. Makes sense to me. And we watch all the shows, and even on 90 Day Fiancé, there was a couple from the Philippines. There's been a couple. One actually, the brother from Virginia actually brought the girl back here.
The one with the girlfriend?
Yeah. She comes here. She comes here and like, I need to find a girlfriend too.
He wants a girlfriend.
He's online looking for a girl. If you have not seen this show, watch it. It'll be on tomorrow. He's straight. It's just foolishness. But the other couple, it was a real short dude with no neck, and this other girl. You just got to go back and see that. If you haven't seen that,
funny.
Yeah, that was one of the funniest ones. But yeah, they want to come here. You want to stay there. You get more bang for the buck over there. Why come here? I mean, especially if it's paradise over there too.
Well, we don't see it as paradise over there.
Arturo says, okay, correct. All the paperwork is done. So it's just getting the appointment.
Just getting the interview.
Do they call you?
Scheduled. They'll email. They'll inform.
So
and then
check
also
your email.
The paperwork too. I mean, it gives you updates and inform you what's going on. But right now, like I said, the interview process is just.
Let me do one thing. Okay.
Where's he going? What are you doing? Don't leave me here. Oh, okay. So yeah. So it's just really, it's just a wait and see. I mean, it's the fastest way to bring somebody here legally. That's your girlfriend. Don't get married there.
Don't get married there. Oh yeah, if you get married there. Well, is it like the Philippines? You get married there and get married here?
No, you can't.
What if you get married
there? You can't do a fiancé process.
And they know about it?
I'm sure they'll.
If you get married over there, people here know about it? There's a question. You get married in Colombia, does the U.S. government know about it?
They find out somehow. I mean, why even play like that?
Well, I'm not saying do it. I just want to know if somebody already got married and they still want to make that as an option.
Okay, how about this? I actually do have clients that are going through removal process because of the fact that they stated the husband stated he wasn't married, but then it comes out, or they didn't. Somebody will tell or possibly tell.
I'm gonna have to scroll ahead because it's been working out. If I'm working here or I have flexibility to work from anywhere in the world, if I have flexibility to get paid a US dollar and stay down there, that's a no-brainer. Absolutely. If you're gonna go down there, you cannot go down there to work. For anybody who's thinking about going down there and I'll get a job there, that's not how it works. That's like I'm going to the Philippines and get a job. Oh, I'm going to Vietnam and get a job. No. You need to take US dollars. You need to be working online. You can sell whatever at a drop shipping company or whatever. There's all different type of ways, arbitrage, all different type of ways. That money will sustain you, whereas you can't go there and get a job. So don't think of that. The average pay used to be $400 US a month. So you figure that out. You're right. Santos, that's a no-brainer. New York Marine, what's up? I once married a Romanian woman. After 8 years, it failed. Like, out loud. I should have been on the 90 Day Fiancé show. Was it funny? Because sometimes, Chris, what's up, buddy? Oh man, I gotta apologize too. If anybody who saw my video yesterday, I said it is January 4th, 2021. I just got used to saying 2021. I was still in 2020 for the longest time. Now the month rolled over and I forgot. And I put it in there and set it to, I got the thumbnail right.
Dad's birthday.
Okay.
That should have been like
Tony Starks. This totally different world here. Tony Starks. Tony's the one that I did the interview with. If you haven't seen the interview about questions about getting a vaccine, go check that one out from about a couple of weeks ago. She would change you and will not be Colombian anymore. America will turn your wife ratchet. I agree.
Ooh.
I agree.
Strong words, ratchet.
Did I scroll too far?
You did scroll quite a bit.
No, it's like it's skipping, and then let me try to keep up. Okay. Who's this? Okay.
Can I switch a visa process to K1? Will it take long to convert visa? Her first marriage married her for her family. I guess I'm not quite sure what visa process you're in at this time, Arturo.
Where are you reading, Arturo? Okay.
Yes, saying can I switch the visa process to K1? But for you to have filed an I-130, I assume you already are married. So you want to do the K1, but it's not really K1, it's a K3, K4 visa. I mean, I can see you doing that, but do understand that the K3, K4 is going to be much more costly, because then when you do that, they have to go through the adjustment process over here. And the adjustment process costs, I want to say $1,600 or something like that, just for the petition. What he's saying is he's right now going through the process where his wife can come here and have a green card already, or go the other way around and be a non-immigrant visa, get here, and then get the green card once she's here. So it's a longer process.
Okay. J Love says many Colombian women have more than one child, and foreign men need to keep that in mind. Yeah. So if she introduces you to little Roberto, but she don't tell you about Sonia, Sophia, and Chico, you need to be aware. Maybe they pop up later. I've heard that they will just all of a sudden, or don't say they, or say they have no kids, and all of a sudden they pop up.
That's not just Colombia, though. That's anywhere. That's here in the U.S. That's anywhere.
That's true. Rose says, he rolled on the floor. He said, that's right. It's not doing time in Colombia. If I need to come back, I'll find a way. Yeah, babe. He had all different types of, okay, I can go to the border and use a stilt and flour. He got creative in his ways. Well, what if I show up and get this? Now, I'm serious on this channel, because I had somebody throw this offer to me. They know somebody there that's got fake test results, negative test results. I'm not getting involved in that. That's exactly what I said. I cannot get involved in that part of any deal. People are going to do it, though. And I mean, if you come up positive, you're more liable to want to do it too, because you need to get home. You guys need to think of that. If you got time and you're going to stay for a long period of time, I've said it numerous times, I'd rather be locked down there than locked down here. I mean, you might as well be locked down in paradise than be in the US and can't go out anyway. So if you're locked down. Rosie, it's true, a lot of ladies are married, just got divorced here in the US. Yep, I wonder how long, what's the average? I wish I knew. You bring somebody here, and then how long, what's the average time that it lasts?
Well, and here's something that people and men don't know, that they assume that the woman has to have her green card before they can get divorced, the actual green card. Because when you get here and you marry the person, then you go through the conditional. There's a conditional. So a lot of men and women think that, well, they have conditional, so they can't divorce me anyways. Not true. Your spouse can get that green card even if they're in the conditional process. All they have to show is, first they have to divorce you and show that the marriage was valid. And then after that, I mean, they don't have to stick around all 5 years, honey. No 5 years.
I know,
if
and you have to support them too. Right?
Yes, because of, well, supposedly, but that's really not. That's not how that works. I mean, usually if they apply for not financial aid, I'm sorry, food stamps and whatnot, then they'll go to you and say, hey, look, this is what's going on.
And sometimes they can come over on a 90-day fiance and still don't get married and still stay in the United States. Remember Muhammad, 90-day fiance?
Yes.
With the big girl?
No, they did marry.
No, he didn't marry her.
Yes.
No, you thinking of somebody different then. They didn't get married. He tricked her. Did he get married?
Yes, they got married, honey. They got married. Remember, they were going to be going through a divorce, and he kept talking her out of
I think